my goodness, Moon, thank you so much for the resub. 16 months. Dear God. 17 months. Have I really been an affiliate for 17 months? It seems ridiculous. Hello, everyone. Hello, Charles. Hello, Gwen. Hello, Quarter Stitch. Hello, Toot. I feel like I'm on the, what was it, the Rumpus Room? With the big magic mirror. They never said my name on the Rumpus Room. Hey, Story Stitcher. I'm so glad you could stay up late and join us. Yes, everyone having fun with the little animals on screen. If you want to customize your own animal, you can head to my profile and pick out which animal you would like and what color. Just gonna give people a few minutes to come on in. Gwen understands the assignment tonight. We have a presentation this evening. Bibliocat, hello. So I've got my assistant Earlie, who just left frame. She's here with us. I'm just gonna give people a few minutes and then we'll begin the presentation. There's a PowerPoint. There is a PowerPoint. I put together a PowerPoint for you. So I have put together a PowerPoint. I'm going to be going through each slide, and then I'm going to check chat, and if you have any questions, I'll answer them then. If I try and read chat while talking about stuff, I will get completely squirreled and forget what I'm going to say. Gwen was wondering if there was going to be a PowerPoint. I started making notes, and then I was like, I might as well just do a PowerPoint. But I hope you guys all had a wonderful weekend and a good start to the week. Yes, Toot, what is your question? Hey, Dara, welcome in. Why what, Toot? Is that the entire question, just why? Why? Because. Because I said so. Quarter Stitch, for the life of me, I could not figure out how to put word art into here. Word art is a thing of the past. But I hope you guys will not be disappointed. Alright. Gonna finish this row and then we'll get the presentation started. I don't have very much longer in the row. It's only like this many stitches. But yes, I hope you guys had a lovely weekend. And to everyone watching on YouTube, I'm sorry that I can't get you a little stream avatar guy. I am trying to figure out how to make it work with both services, but unfortunately it can connect to either Twitch or YouTube, but not both at the same time. And Toot giving me a bomb for that one. Got a little dancing alligator. Or crocodile. Right. Okay, there were more stitches in this row than I thought. Okay, so all redeems except for hydrate are off because again, I will get completely and utterly squirreled if they're on. We do have a couple of new redeems. I will tell you about those when we get there. They were actually new on Friday and then I wasn't able to stream on Friday, so I was sad about that. Okay. All right. So I have finished my row. Okay. So let's begin the presentation. As I said, I will be taking questions after each slide. Welcome, the TheCozyDH community, which you are part of. We have some community news. The first bit of community news is old news at this point, but slightly new news, and that is the pattern testers / model stitchers program. I posted a couple weeks ago looking for people interested in basically test stitching for me, and I got a lot of great responses, way more than I expected. So I'm gonna just formalize this a little bit. Basically, I have a spreadsheet which lists patterns that I need model stitches of. You stitch them, you provide good quality pictures that I can use for the listing graphics and for social media, and then you get a free pattern, any other pattern in the store for free for you. So that is for that's for any of the current patterns that are in the shop that are listed in the spreadsheet. I am going to post all of the links, all of the information, everything is going to be both in the Discord server and in the description of the VOD on YouTube. So you don't have to try and copy down these links as I'm going. So yeah, check out the spreadsheet. If there's a pattern there that you want to model stitch, get in touch with me and we'll figure that out. What I didn't expect was the huge amount of support for doing mystery test stitches. So I just posted a list of my upcoming patterns that will be released throughout November and December, and with kind of just like a vague description of the themes. And then so many of you volunteered to stitch them, not knowing anything about what they look like. So that was really cool. So I'm going to keep doing that. Instead of making an announcement whenever I have new patterns available, instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to create basically a tester pool. So if you're interested in testing for me in general, if you're willing to give me your email when I do have mystery tests, I'll just send out a group email to all of these people who are interested. Same details that I gave before: size of the pattern, general themes, and when I need the test stitch done for. And there is some flexibility in the test stitches and the model stitching. It's basically just, I would like it by this point. If something happens, please keep in touch with me. That kind of vibe. So yeah, so if you are interested in becoming a test stitcher, potentially for the future, you don't have to say like, yes, I will definitely test stitch for you. But if you're interested in possibly becoming a test stitcher, you want to be in on that email when I do have test stitches available. There is going to be a Google form sign up, and you can just drop me your name and your email, basically. Sorry, Earls. So I realize I went through that very, very quickly. So I am going to check chat now. The only thing I wanted to say was, if you would like to test future patterns, so basically I'm good until for all the patterns being released this year, 2024. I'm probably going to do another call around the end of November, beginning of December for the next few months. So yeah, there's no rush to get your name into me. If you do decide that, you know, you're not really interested, you want to be off the list, you just have to let me know anytime. There's like no pressure whatsoever. I just know a lot of people were interested who didn't get a chance to do it this time around and would like to be notified next time there is one coming up. Okay, so I'm gonna open up my chat. Hello. All right, lots of bombs, lots of dancing. Oh, my mom's here. Hi, Mom. Lori's here. Hi. Story Stitcher asks the great question, will we get the slides? Absolutely you will. Sorry, Earlie just full screened my OBS. I am going to post a link to the slideshow. Dara already submitted a form. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Bibliocat asks, if we signed up for the first lot, do you still want us to fill in the form? Yes, I would, just so I can just so I can track everything in one spot. I will try and reach out to the people that signed up the first time if I don't see their name in the list, but I don't trust myself to get everyone, basically. All right. So yes, quarter stitch has the same thing. You need to refill out the Google Doc. I would appreciate it if you would. Like I said, I don't trust myself to get everyone. I try to stay organized with my work Gmail, but things happen. All right, so that was the and I call it the Run Fun pattern testing program because I wanted it to have a socks themed name. Thanks, Quarter Stitch. I appreciate that. And again, a huge thank you. I had 4 patterns that I was hoping that I would get one of them stitched, and I had like 7 or 8 people reach out to me. So again, thank you so much to everyone who was interested, everyone who signed up. That was really cool. Just your faith in me that I was going to design something you were going to like. And to bringing up the inspiration for the name, the socks quote. Run fun, take easy, also important. High laces, sleep only on left side. All right, I'm gonna take another little sip of my drink, and then we will move on to the next slide. Oh, Pow's out eating her pumpkin. I wasn't sure if she was gonna come out. She's been mad at me. Thank you for the hydrate. All right, everyone. This won't be on the final, so don't worry. Okay, so Stitchy sessions. This was something that we started doing in the server for Tiny Witch, and basically I just hung out in the one of the voice channels for a few hours. People joined me, and we hung out and stitched together whatever we were working on. So this was really fun. So we're gonna keep it going. This is gonna be an ongoing weekly thing. For the moment, we are gonna be running them Wednesday mornings from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern. So that's during Toot's Wednesday morning gaming stream. So I'll probably be watching the stream and chatting to you guys at the same time. It's my usual like work time. So that's not gonna be much of a change for me. Once again, for the voice chats, everyone is welcome to join. You don't have to turn on your mic. You don't have to turn on your webcam. You don't have to do anything at all if you just want to hang out, enjoy the vibes. I know that this is early for some people, midday for some people, and late for some people. So we're going to start with this one. And if we do need to change it up down the line, we'll look into that. But so that'll be starting this Wednesday, 2 days from now. I will be in the VC at 9 a.m. with my coffee, and I'll be hanging out there until noon. And once again, everyone is welcome to join me. You can just chill, hang out. You don't need to be like super, super active. And that is going to be in our Discord server. Just pop up a link there. So if you're not a member of the Discord server, that is where you will find the weekly Stitchy sessions. Portish just says exciting. You'll be at work. It's 2 to 5 o'clock Germany time. Yeah, I thought some people might be at work, some people might not. So we're gonna see how this one works out. I mean, even if you just want to pop your headphones in on and listen in, you're more than welcome to interact like that. So yeah, those were just a lot of fun, and we wanted to keep it go. Oh no, Biblicat, you're only in office day. Well, I hope some people will be able to join us, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Oop, you can hear my spoon in my hot chocolate. Sorry about that. Just waiting to see if anybody else has any other questions about the weekly Stitchy sessions before we move on. Carl has no questions, but is dancing. Border Stitch will be able to join starting next week. Awesome. I'm so glad. Oh, I'm really happy. And that'll be nice. Often in the mornings, I would like someone to just kind of chat with, but there's not always anyone around. So I'll be there whether or not you guys are. So yeah, and again, there's no pressure to join. I'll just be hanging out. It's very, very low-key, very chill. Carl might be awake or might not. Understandable. Powell will be able to join this week, and the last week. Okay. Wednesdays you're in office too. I picked the office day. Alright. Okay. So I'm going to move on to the next slide. If you do have any questions about Stitchy sessions, I can open them on the next. Hi, Earlie. I can answer them on the next, after the next slide. All right. So speaking of Toot streams, your spooky sibling Toot streams Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and now Sunday mornings. They are adding a 4th stream, which is going to be Sunday mornings from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern. The game will be Phasmophobia. If there are any changes to the schedule or the game, then they will be posted in the server. Toot posts their schedule every week, and I post our schedules on Facebook as well as Instagram. So you always know what's going on with both of our streams. Let me see if I can. So Toot streams, no commentary video games, Phasmophobia, Played Up, and Inscription at the moment. It's really super chill. It's just like hanging out with your older sibling while they play video games and don't really give you a controller to play, but you're happy just to hang out and watch them. So you can find them at twitch.tv/TootTheChaosDH or YouTube, TootTheChaosDH SV1TK. And that's where I am every time they're streaming. I'm always in stream. It's a really good time. So yes, that is the Spooky Sibling Toot update. 4th stream, Sunday mornings. Right now, it is going to be Phasmophobia. And if you do have any questions regarding the Toot streams, you can ask either myself or Toot. Let's just see. I'm gonna hop over, read some chat here. Gwen says hi, Earlie. Oh, that's right. You guys can see the fact that Earlie just came and settled on my chest. Yeah, Toot was gonna call it Ghost Church. I mean, this one's pretty straightforward, so if you do have any questions, you can definitely let us know. Gwen loves Ghost Church. There's one map in Phasmophobia that has a chapel in it, and they were joking that they were going to like just play on that map and only in that chapel. Right. By the way, Earlie is curled up on my chest, with her body completely pressed against my face. I have no idea what this is doing to the quality of my mic. Might actually be helping, because it's probably like funneling the sound directly into the mic. I don't know. All right, moving right along. The TheCozyDH YouTube channel. YouTube.com/TheCozyDH. Some of you are there right now. So as you know, I have been doing a not a twice weekly, a bi-weekly every 2 weeks floss tube podcast style video, as well as alternating that with crafting videos. I have not posted a video in quite a while. I did post the Pattern Keeper tutorial last week, but then I don't think I posted anything for about a month before that. I am going to be stepping back from making videos. With all of the TheCozyDH activities between the Discord server, the design business, and some other stuff I'm going to be talking about, the YouTube channel, it takes a lot of effort and physical energy that I'm just finding I don't have. So I will still be producing content. I might do like a monthly update on my crafting progress with occasional other videos, like the big stash toss or a plans video or something like that every now and then. But I'm not going to be sticking to the pretty much 1 video a week schedule that I was before. This is not going to affect the streaming schedule. I'm still going to be streaming twice a week, you know, health permitting. And we're adding in the Stitchy session on Wednesdays as well. So yeah, this doesn't affect the streams. This is just for the floss tube podcasts and the other content. I'm still going to be making them. I'm just not going to be making as much, as frequently, or on as rigid a schedule. So hang on one sec. I've just got to get Earlie off my chest, and I've got to get something off my chest, and I'm gonna hop back in and check chat here. Really, Genny? You want to move off Daddy's chest? Thank you. Now she's just standing on my shoulder. Thank you, Dara. Dara says you need to take care of you. We all understand that. I appreciate it. It has been hard for me to think of letting go of the YouTube channel because that was something that I wanted to do for so long. And it kind of feels like, oh, I don't think I can see Twitch chat. Hang on. Oh no, I can see Twitch chat. It's fine. It's something that I was hanging on to for so long. And it kind of feels like, you know, when you're really super into a hobby and then you just lose interest and you drop it and then you feel guilty about it. I was worried that it was going to be that it feels like that, but I think just in terms of managing, balancing my spoons, that kind of thing, this is just the right call to make. I would much rather keep doing the streams than cut back on the streams, and just something had to be cut back on. And I love these streams. These are so much fun. This is like the highlight of my week. I have one more YouTube video that has been filmed. It has not been edited yet, so I'm going to edit that and get it out. And then probably around second week of November, I'm going to do like an update video about like everything I've been crafting since my last big video. Sorry, I didn't realize how breathless Earlie sitting on my chest would be. Dara says, I definitely understand that. Haven't been online gaming for about a month. I haven't gamed in a long time, and it's I would like to get back to that. I really would. So, just gotta make a few changes. And I think you guys will understand as the rest of our presentation continues. Thank you, Moon. Moon got some hearts for me. All right, so those are kind of the smaller announcements, or the ongoing things. Let's this is just a silly little one. This is the most recent pattern. It was released on Friday. On Sunday. yesterday. I didn't really make a big deal of it because we had a very strange weekend. I haven't done much promotion of this, but we do have a new pattern drop in the shop, available on Etsy, Coffee, and Stitchwit. It's just a cute little sampler for my friends who get distracted by the time they get to the end of the alphabet. Gwen says, but wait, there's more. There's so much more. We're like halfway through this slideshow. Oh, Gwen loves it. Thank you. You thought it was Mothman in the bottom left? That is, that's a fidget toy. It's my little spinny fidget toy. It does kind of look like Mothman peeking out there. Thank you, Moon. Thank you, Charles. Both of them thinking it's so cute. And Bibliocat Squirrel. Yeah, it's a great one. I had a lot of fun making this one. So yeah, that pattern is available now. It's so cute. Toot sees him everywhere. Everything reminds me of him. Thank you, Dara. Dara loves it as well. I think my favorite detail is the slightly highlighted letters, the ADHD here. And that is that's a thing in samplers. Some people will stitch their own initials in a different color, so I kind of did my own little twist on that. Okay, what is next? I've forgotten. Okay, yes, right. Stitchy Goodness. Okay, cool. So, Stitchy Goodness is it's a zine, the pattern booklet. It's been released monthly by the Stitchers Collective. You've probably, if you're on Instagram, you've probably seen it. There's a lot of really cool big name designers in it. Stitching Lupine, Spooky Stitchin', Fine Frog Stitching. I'm probably forgetting all of them. But yeah, and I'm going to be in it. So very cool news. I'm going to be published in the November 2024 edition. I can't give you very many details about the magazine or my pattern in it. The zine itself drops November 17th for purchase online. And we can start promoting it like a week-ish before it drops. So I basically, this is all I can tell you. I'm in the zine November 17th. You can buy it online. That's it. Of course, as soon as I have details that I can reveal to you, I will be. I'm going to be promoting the heck out of this. I am so excited. This is going to be the first time that any of my patterns have been published in a print magazine. I have been published in Knitty, which is an online knitting magazine. But there's no print version of that. So this is going to be like a physical, like, magazine that I'm going to be in. So very, very excited. And I think you guys are really going to like the design I did. So yeah, that's going to be really, really cool. So yeah, so I'm going to take a drink and then I'm going to hop back to chat. And if you guys have any questions about this, I will answer whatever I can. But like I said, a lot of it is under wraps until they make the official announcement November 17th. Ben says, ooh, just got some hype. Sorry, that was Earlie leaping over my head and landing on the desk. Thank you guys, thank you. I've got a lot of congrats and cool and amazing. Thank you so much. I'm so happy. Like, I submitted to be in the magazine and it was kind of a long shot because like a lot of people want to be in it, and yeah, I'm so pleased that I got in. So yeah, that's just gonna be awesome. I am so excited about it. So yeah, so you guys will be able to purchase the magazine. There are going to be many other designs. I don't know the exact number. I have a couple of the older magazines and there's a decent amount of patterns in there. Like this is not a slender little Xeroxed thing. It's a nice chunk. But yeah, and that is from the Stitchers Collective, which is basically a group of designers. If you follow them on Instagram, I'll drop their links somewhere. Basically they, you know, uplift, promote, bring designers together to help them, so we can all help each other with advice and things like that. And if you do follow their Instagram, it's very dangerous for your wallet, because it's just reposting members' newest patterns. Oh no. Oh no. I wasn't fast enough to turn off ads, so I'm gonna really quickly go to the break screen. Sorry about that, guys. All right, everyone should be back from ads. Sorry for that abruptness. I was keeping the time so that I could like delay the ads until I was at a natural break, and then I suddenly realized that the ads had started 30 seconds ago. So I hope nobody missed any information. If you, again, all of this is going to be available in the Discord. I am going to cut down this section of the stream into a video as well. So you'll be able to get this information several ways after the end of stream. But moving on. And also, Deontay, thank you so much for the sub. Really, really appreciate you for that. Okay, so we have 3 more big announcements. The first big announcement is that we now have a throne wish list. I don't actually know if I created that throne command or not. I can't remember. Throne is a wish list site. That basically creators can create a wish list of items from the internet, and then people in their community can either buy items outright or crowdfund larger items. Now, this is something that I considered when I started streaming, apparently 17 months ago, but I never really felt comfortable because you guys already support us in so many ways. However, people in the community have encouraged me to do this, so I have set up a throne. I think there's one item on there for myself. The rest of them is for our animals. So if you go check out throne.com/TheCozyDH, you will be able to get some food for the cats, buy a meal for the snakes. You can contribute towards a vet visit for the girls. You can contribute towards a new UVB bulb for Pow, things like that. And I just want to stress there's never any pressure on anyone in the community to spend money to be here. I love each and every one of you just for showing up, for making the community the way that it is. If it weren't for you guys, it would just be me and Toot talking to each other in an empty server, and it's so much more than that. So do not feel any pressure to support us through the Throne wish list or any other way. This is just if you would like to throw a little bit more support our way financially, and you're able to without stretching yourself too thin. Here's a way that we're offering that you can do that, because I know several people have asked for it. So yes, you can tell I'm slightly more uncomfortable about this one because it's spend money on us. But yes, okay, I'm gonna switch over to chat now because I don't know how much more to say. Oh, I did set up the throne command. Awesome. One says neat. It says, and if you want to name the meal for the snakes, we can make that happen too. Yeah. If you've got someone you really who's a total rat and you just want to see them get what they deserve, we can do that too. So yeah, it's there if you guys want to use it. Do not feel any pressure to use it. Yeah, the way it's set up is if you are not able to buy a full item, you can chip in $1 or $2 towards one of the larger items, which I thought was a really cool way of making it easy for anyone. Charles says that sounds fun, actually. Yeah, I like that too. Came up with that idea. Two says we stole the idea from Snake Discovery. Yeah, their Valentine's Day special, they'll name the food for the snakes and the reptiles after your exes. So the link to the throne, it's going to be always available in streams, and it's going to be linked in the description of all of the YouTube videos, as well as linked in the server, if you ever want to find that at any point. Me awkwardly waiting to see if anyone has questions. Oh. So again, if you have any questions about Throne after the presentation is over, then just let me know. Thank you for the hydrate, Toot. All right, so working off of the theme of there is never any pressure to support us financially. There is never any pressure to spend money in order to be here. Just you guys being here is enough. Carol says it seems straightforward. I'm glad you did it. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And I'm very appreciative of your support. So keeping in mind all of those things, the other big announcement that we have is we're starting a Patreon. So if you're not familiar with Patreon, basically you can sign up to become a member, a patron, if you will, of TheCozyDH. There are 3 tiers. You get different rewards at each tier. So Patreon is one platform for it. Coffee is another. Coffee does memberships. A couple of you have already signed up for your own membership on Coffee, where basically you say, I want to give you this amount of money every month, but I didn't have any rewards set up. So I do now. You can sign up either through Patreon or through Coffee. They're going to have the same tiers, the same rewards. It just, whichever platform you feel more comfortable with. So we are going to be launching that November 1st. The free tier. So this is the free tier on Patreon. Coffee, I can't do a free tier, so it'll just be available on Coffee. I do a monthly free cross-stitch pattern every month as it is. I'm going to be shifting that to being distributed through Patreon to the membership or available on Coffee. So basically, if you sign up for the free membership, you'll get maybe a monthly email from me with a free pattern, and then maybe another email later in the month being like, oh, hey, here's what's going on in the community. So if you do want the patterns directly to your inbox on the 1st of the month, you can sign up for the free membership. The tier 1 membership, which costs $10 Canadian, you get the free pattern. You also will vote on and receive one of my minis. So like the mini Giorgio Tsoukalos, the tiny witches. Basically, I will give you guys like 3 or 4 options every month. You can vote on which one you would like, and then I will design that mini and release it to you guys. And those minis will be exclusive for tier 1 and tier 2 members. They will always be available for as long as you have your membership. You'll also get behind the scenes content like extra cat pictures and stories of how I do my designs and sketches and things like that. So you'll get a little bit more content there as well. For the first month, because it is the first month, I'm going to have my like options for minis already picked out. But going forward, I want to get your suggestions, what minis you want to see. If there's a TV show or a movie that you love, a book that you love, a celebrity that you love, and you want to see a mini of it, you can suggest it and it'll get into a future vote. Tier 2 Patreons, it is $20 Canadian. You will get the free monthly pattern. You'll get to vote on the mini, as well as getting the mini. You'll get the behind the scenes content, and you will get a medium, it could be medium, it could be large, cross stitch pattern as well. These cross stitch patterns will be exclusive to tier 2. They'll be available for the entire month. After the month is over, they will be available for purchase by tier 2 members. And then after 6 months, I can't remember if I decided on 4 or 6 months. I think it's 6 months. Then I'm going to release them for general retail sale. The first Patreon pattern is going to be Yule Witch. So if you love the Celtic Witch, the Yule Witch, that series of patterns, if you like tiny cryptids, if you like witchy stuff, then you might be interested in joining this tier of the Patreon. So like I said, you can sign up through Patreon or Coffee. Either one, you'll get the same benefits, you'll pay the same amount. It just depends on which platform that you prefer to go through. I put the link to the Patreon here. It's not available yet. It will be available on November 1st, and I'll do another little announcement because November 1st is Friday. So I'll do another little announcement just saying it's open, you guys can do it, and there you go. And I did want to say that in a lot of Patreons, they will offer rewards like members only voice chats, members only streams, members only videos. One thing that I never want to paywall is access to myself or Toot. So we're part of this community too. We're always going to be here to chat, give you advice, hang out with you. There's going to be no pay for access to myself and Toot at this point or any other point. If you would like to join the Patreon, you're getting the bonus content and the free patterns. That's it. Well, that's it. That's a lot, but yeah. All right. I'm going to take a drink and switch back to check on chat. Moon saying a hell yes. Thank you. Yeah, I haven't set up a Patreon command yet. Sorry. I will do that. Thank you, Gwen. A wonky star for me for getting the thing. Charles says this is good too. Thank you. I will, yes, I will definitely remind everyone. Oh no. Oh no. To say a nice thing. I'm probably so red right now. Like, Patreon is another thing that I was very unsure about setting up for a long time because, you know, it's a big thing. So yes. Oh no. Oh no, Charles proud of me and so's Gwen. Oh no. Charles will still forget about it by November. Deontay says, will we be able to buy the pattern as like individuals or are they exclusive? So they will be exclusive to Patreon they'll be free for the Patreons for the first month. For the next 6 months, I will double check my notes. They will be available for purchase by Patreons, and then they will come into the Etsy and the coffee shop for purchase by everyone. Several creators do it the same way, so you will eventually get access to the patterns. You just have to wait a little bit. Toot says, don't worry, I'll never shut up about it. Awesome. Toot says, heck that, everyone should pay to speak to me. $700 to speak to the Toot. Yep. That sounds about right. Oh no, I'm so red. $700 to perceive the Toot. It's just $700 flat. $700 to perceive Toot, $700 to address Toot. You guys really should be paying $700 per hydration reminder. Moon, I will never financially recover from this. Oh no. Well, I do appreciate all of your support. It does actually really help when I do get the Patreon set up. If you sign up for the free membership, just because that helps our numbers look good. 700 pennies, 465 euros. Hydration reminders are a valuable service. That's very true. So yes, I will be reminding everybody about this on Friday when it actually launches. But thank you guys again for all of your support. I have had a lot of fun brainstorming rewards and things like that. Toot figured out how to support the family. Oh no. All right. So yeah, if you guys do have any further questions about this, you can ask later on in the stream or in the Discord or on Friday when I have to talk about this again. When I get to talk about this again, I'm heckin' proud of myself as well. Yes, Toot says, jokes aside, we love y'all so much. We really, really do. I would not feel as safe and loved and supported as I do by this community. You're amazing. Charles gonna pirate Toot's chats. You wouldn't download a car. Start a business where you call people and remind them to hydrate. Paula, you might be brilliant. You might be brilliant. Opening up and only hydrates. All right, I'm moving on to the next slide before this gets any more unhinged. Okay, so, oh, sorry, yes, Toot? It said wait. Everyone get huge hype. Yes. Okay, so the Patreon was the second largest announcement. Big hype from everyone. Big hype. Everybody get hype. This was the second biggest announcement. The biggest announcement is coming up next. The biggest announcement is coming up next, guys. This is something that I have been working on behind the scenes for almost over a month now, and I'm finally ready to talk to you guys about it. So let's talk about Stitchmunity. Stitchmunity.com. It is going to become your new comfy stitchy space online. We are hoping to launch December 1st, 2024. Myself and Heather, who we absolutely adore from Stitchwit, we are working on this project together. In the cross stitch space, there are many scattered little pockets of stitchers. There's a lot of groups on Facebook. There's, you know, some groups over here on Discord. There's some on Facebook. There's no real central site for makers to come together and hang out, chat, have a stitchy spot that they can really call their own. And that's what we want Stitchmunity to become. There are going to be 3 like sections of the Stitchmunity. There's going to be a community hub, which is going to be your basic message boards, ISO, DStash, looking for advice, showing off what you've been working on, interacting with other stitchers, you know, direct messaging and that kind of stuff. There's going to be your personal stitchy space, which is going to be your personal stitchy space. It's going to be a journal, a log. We haven't decided exactly how we're going to get it set up. I want to make it some kind of like board setup where you can basically put anything you want about your cross stitch journey. If you want to keep notes on what you're currently making, if you want to show off things you've made before, if you know, have links to resources that you wanted to save in one spot, that's what the stitchy space is going to be. It's going to be your own personal cross-stitch notebook online. The 3rd section is going to be like a vendor hall community marketplace. And this is actually the section that we're working on building up first. So I'm trying to figure So you know that I was working with Heather on building a marketplace as part of stitchwit.ca, which was Heather's retail site, still is Heather's retail site. So her vision was always to have a marketplace that was built by vendors who could help each other, raise each other up, that kind of thing. And we've really taken this idea to a further community aspect. We don't want to create a storefront that has a message board attached. We want to create a community of cross-stitch designers, cross-stitch makers, cross-stitchers, who are all kind of like working together. to really build something cool. So the community vendors, so far we have 2 vendors, myself and Stitchwit. But we are going to be reaching out in the coming days to other designers, other makers, who would like to join up with us. So if you are a designer, if you make bags, if you make needle minders, if you dye floss, if you do anything making related in the cross-stitch space and you would like to join us as a vendor, we are offering a lower commission rate to makers who sign up before we launch. Basically, we need to keep up the cost of the website. So yeah, we're just offering a lower rate to people who sign up. But yeah, so I'm so excited about this. Like, I am so excited about this. I think Heather had an amazing idea to really create something unique in the cross-stitch space that I think it really needs. One thing that I'm going to love about the vendor hall that is difficult, I feel, for cross-stitchers now is we have places like Etsy, but you never know if you're going to a pattern mill or something that's AI generated or a reseller, art thieves, something like that. Like, you have to kind of be a pattern detective. And because we vet each of the community vendors before we, you know, have them join the community, you know that there aren't going to be AI, there aren't going to be pattern mills. We're making sure that there's no harmful ideologies behind any of the products that are being sold. So we're just making it a more safe space for people to support artists in the community and really get to know artists in the community. So yeah. So you can go to stitchmunity.com now. The site is live. It's just a little splash page, but you can sign up for email updates for as we're getting ready to launch the site, and then after launch, as we're adding more of the community elements. So I've been working on this with Heather, and you guys can kind of see why I'm taking a step back from other aspects of the TheCozyDH in order to bring this to life. So I'm going to once again take a drink, and then I'm going to switch back over to chat and see what you guys have to say. Thank you, Toot, for the hydrate. Alright, we got some big hype from Moon. I think I'm caught up. Only hydrate sounds like pictures of the neurodivergence of drinks. Toot, revealing that I've been hiding stuff from y'all. I'm a sneak. Quarter Stitch has been thinking about making a site just like that. Yeah, it's something that doesn't really exist for cross stitchers. I mean, I think it's going to be really, really cool. We are starting with the vendor hall just because it's going to give us the resources to really, really build out the rest of the site. And I'm so excited about it. Charles says it's so exciting, but I know I'm gonna accidentally type Stitch Mutiny. Yeah, I think I've said Stitch Mutiny a couple of times. Toot actually came up with the name Stitch Mutiny, and Heather and I loved it, so that's what we went for. Sarah says that sounds amazing. Thank you. Porter says I'm super excited for this. I hate how much is on Facebook and nowhere else. Yeah, exactly. It can be really hard to find a community of specifically cross-stitchers because it is kind of so scattered and decentralized. I mean, not saying we're gonna take over the internet right away, but we're gonna take over the internet. No. Stitch Mutiny is Toot's site for when they overthrow me and steal my community. And then Charles will pirate it. Yep. Takeover is phase 2. Yeah, maybe phase 3. I mean, we've only got so much energy. But yes, definitely stay tuned. So we are hoping to launch December 1st. Heather and I are working on this. Like, I'm working on this, you know, as full-time as I can. And I'm really so excited about it. I cannot wait to show you guys what's up. Yeah. And like I said, if you are a maker, if you know a maker who would be interested in joining, feel free to drop us an email, DM me, whatever, get smoke signal, get in touch with me somehow and just let me know, like, hey, I'm interested, how do I sign up, that kind of thing, and we can get into the nitty-gritty with you. We do have everything lined up. I just need to get those pages live, basically. So yeah, I'm so excited, and I have been like, not, yes, Paola, this is why I asked about backend stuff, because I am wildly unfamiliar with the backend of websites. I am quite good with SEO and marketing and making things look pretty, but the backend is something completely new that I am teaching myself. But yeah, and I'm just happy I get to share it with you guys now, because I haven't been, and it's I've just been like biting my tongue because I keep almost bringing it up. I'm like, oh no, wait. But yeah. Oh my god, I'm so red. I can feel it. I can feel it in my face that I'm so red. Oh, thank you, Charles. I may hit you up for that because yeah. Charles offered up their spouse as a back-end software designer, engineer, person who does things, who knows things about things. Beyonce's gotta go. All right, thank you so much for joining us, Beyonce. This is actually, this will conclude the presentation. Have a good one, Beyonce. Thank you so much for joining us. All right, so yes, this concludes the presentation. It took an hour. Oh goodness. I am going to bump us over to a short break. I know that we took one like, oh god, half an hour ago. I'm gonna bump us over to a short break because I just need to take a breath or two. But when we come back, I have some knitting to do, and we can hang out and chat and get back to our regularly scheduled afternoon. And yeah, thank you guys so much for sitting through this presentation. Only the slide on Patreon will be on the final. Everything else will just be reviewed for your notes, and I will give you the slides. Thank you, Dara. I do appreciate that. Luckily, Heather and I are both based in the same province, so far we haven't had to run across stuff like that. Good Prof DH, Gwen says. You are very welcome for all the updates, Boone. There's just been so much that I figured doing it like this in one kind of like condensed format, I would actually remember everything I wanted to say. All right, I'm going to take a quick break. I will see you guys in a minute. Thank you so much for the follow there. Thank you for joining us here on Twitch. I just realized my camera tilted. Please don't glitch. Thank you. Charles giving Toot a hot drink and a blanket. We actually discovered this like Korean yuzu citron tea that Toot has been basically mainlining for the last couple days. That is quite good. But yes, hello everyone. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for sticking around. Yuzu it's a type of citron, so it's similar to a lemon. I've seen it translated the same thing. This is Usagi. So let me just I forgot to put up my project card. So I am working on Usagi. This is the front panel. I'm basically just, at this point, I'm knitting 10 inches of stockinette. And the information just popped up in chat there. Basically yuzu preserved in honey. Yeah. Yeah, it's like, it almost looks like marmalade or something, and then you dissolve it in hot water. So yes, I know that I usually do cross stitch in the evenings, and we will return to wheel spins next Monday, and we'll be cross stitching on Friday. But I knew after the presentation I would need something a little bit less brainy. So we are doing some work on Usagi. I think as soon as the weather turned colder, my body was like, okay, now it's time to knit, because my knitting mojo has come back wildly. It says my cold cure in college was a shot that was half lemon juice, half honey, and a teaspoon of cayenne. Lulu Cat says, I've seen teas like that in the local Chinese supermarket and been very tempted. Yeah, do it. This is a Korean brand, and yeah, Hoot really likes it. So I posted pictures in the server. I wish I could show you here, but this is rather a small screen. I finished Linger. Linger was my big bulky cardigan project, and getting that finished was such an ego boost. Like, I can't even tell you, it was just such an ego boost. Just gonna update the stream title now that the presentation's over. I was doing some stomps. Yeah, I moved her hide. You might notice that it's at a different angle, and she hates it. So she has been very angrily trying to move that hide. Yeah, there she goes. Alice says, my local ramen place has a yuzu lemonade that is so good. Extra sour lemonade. Oh, that sounds good. And thank you, Cheryl. Cheryl says Linger looks so good and cozy. It is really good and cozy. Gwen loves when Pao takes it upon herself to redecorate. She is an independent lady. She likes things a certain way. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but she's moved that giant hide during stream. I was going to mention Toot's addiction from Tim Hortons is the Blackberry Yuzu Sparkler. Alright, Story Sister says if we ever come to Germany, check out Mosh Mosh. Got it. It's on the list. So for me, I like knitting sweaters, and I like knitting sweaters for myself, and I never knit a sweater for myself until like 2 years ago. Maybe 3 years ago. It was before I got sick, I think. Because I never felt like I deserved it. So I am getting over that way of thinking. Kind of forcing myself to deserve my own hand knits. So now my knitting is largely tied up with how I'm feeling about myself. Which might sound a little bit like, I don't know, silly or something, but if I'm feeling at home in my body, I want to knit for it. And if I'm feeling unsettled about my body, I don't want to knit for it. So I was having a little bit of, you know, body image issues. I have put on some weight lately. My measurements have changed. And looking at things that I cast on last year, most of them weren't going to fit if I kept going the way they were. So in the last couple of months, I mean, you guys saw a lot of my, I did a whip parade and just said a lot of these are going to be frogged. And then I did kind of my stash toss and figured out what I have and what I can work with. And I ended up frogging almost everything. The only thing that I didn't frog that I had started before the last couple of months was Linger. So I'm really happy that Linger still fits. There you go, Cheryl. Oh, Pecan Pie, welcome in, and thank you. Yeah, it is hard, and I put out a video on knitting, on modifying patterns and knitting for larger bodies, and in the video I did talk about how it can be hard to knit for your body if you don't feel like it's the right body. Dude says, hi Pecan Pie, you made me hungry. So like, it's something I definitely understand, and I still fall victim to. So I frogged pretty much everything, and I kind of restarted with a clean slate, and I'm really, really happy with the stuff that I'm making now. I have 4 projects on the needles, so that's still one more than my ideal 3 project rotation, but what can I say? I am who I am. I am currently working on Usagi, which is a gift for someone. So that Usagi is fun because not only is it a gift for someone significantly smaller than I am, it's going to go faster. It's also someone who doesn't have the same wool sensitivities that myself and Toot have. So I get to use different materials that I don't usually get to work with. So I'm really excited about that. And then I'm working on the crayon box cardigan, which is a like long brioche cardigan. And what else? What else? What else? What else? My brain. So Usagi is in the other knits category. Cardigans are the crayon box, and then Stellar Sailor, which I started as a pullover, but I'm going to turn into a cardigan because I just really want like a cozy cabled shawl collar cardigan. So that's going to become a cardigan. And then I just cast on the tessellated pullover. This has been in my queue for a long time. I did get quite a bit of fingering weight yarn from a friend's D-stash a while ago, and then the Andrea Mowry sale just happened, and yeah, I love it when a plan comes together. So I cast on the tessellated sweater, and again I'm modifying all of these things to be knit flat on straight needles. But yeah, so those are my 4 knitting whips, and hopefully in a year or so, I will have some lovely sweaters for myself. Bud says, I definitely understand aspects of the body thing. You want to knit stuff for yourself, but not yet. Yeah, that was me for like literally 14 years. I went 14 years knowing how to knit without knitting something for myself because it was like, not yet. So yes, now if you want a sign, this is your sign. Now is the time. Oh, where have you gone? Oh, she's going over to the other side of her closure to puff. Come on, Windows, come back. Thank you. Charles says, I miss pecan pie, and Toot says, I do too. Oh, heck, I didn't even notice. We got 2 subs to the stream, which means that we have hit the hot tub stream for POW goal. Oh my goodness. Alright, so Toot and I will have to figure out when we're going to do that hot tub stream. That's going to be so much fun. Vivian Cat says, it was your video that motivated me to make my first sweater for myself after 20-ish years of knitting. Oh, a heart. That's so good. I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you. How hot tub, let's go. Hot tub stream for hot pow. Yeah, so we'll figure out the logistics and let you guys know when the we'll figure out when the stream is gonna be. Bibliocat says I love wearing it. Good, I'm glad. You should love wearing it because you made it and you are worth your own time and effort and love. Sorry, excuse me. It says, oh boy, we sure made a promise. We have to figure out how to record. We sure did. Sure did. Thank you for the hydrate, too. I'm actually out of liquids. I should have taken... we're going to take a break in 7 minutes. Oh, thank you, Toot. I forgot to tell you guys about the latest redeems. So we have 2 new redeems. One is, you can redeem points to make me do 2 rows on Usagi. So no matter what I am working on, I will drop everything I am doing and knit 2 rows on Usagi. The other redeem is aliens. And if you redeem this, I will tell you a random fact about ancient alien theory. Now I know fact is like a loose term when it comes to ancient alien theory, but I will tell you something interesting about ancient alien theory. So, Toot redeemed aliens. So the book that started the kind of ancient alien or ancient astronaut theory was a book called Chariot of the Gods by Eric von Däniken. He's kind of like the grandfather of ancient alien theory. And he became interested, or he developed this theory because he was and remains a very devout Catholic. There, that's your ancient alien fact. I had the knitting redeem as being 10 rows of I-cord on Linger, and then I ended up finishing Linger in like 2 days. It says, I feel it's so freaking necessary to clarify that we do not actually believe in ancient alien theory, we just think it's interesting. Yes, I don't actually subscribe to ancient alien theory, or the ancient astronaut theory, whatever you want to call it. I think it's interesting in the way that I think conspiracy theories are interesting. They're interesting. It says we were about to end up on 90 Day Fiancé. Portis just says, I feel like I missed the connection between Catholic and aliens. So Eric von Däniken, in his book Chariot of the Gods, it starts with the story of Elijah. It's either Eli or Elijah. And he is carried up into heaven in a chariot of fire. You've probably heard the term chariot of fire. It's from that story. You've also probably heard of the like biblically accurate angels, like wheels within wheels and eyes and all that stuff. That's from the same story. So Däniken was a little schoolboy, and he was a little Catholic schoolboy, and he was like 14, 15, and they read this story, and he was like, what? Why does God need a chariot? Like, he's God. You're doing the Chariots of Fire theme for us, thank you. But But yeah, Daniken was just like, yeah, like God doesn't need a chariot. He's God. Like, he believed very strongly in God, and he thought it was very strange that if this was God, that he would need some kind of like physical conveyance. So he started pursuing this line of thought. He was very encouraged by the Jesuits, I believe they were Jesuits, by the priests at his school to kind of pursue this line of thinking. And it was that line of thinking that led him to kind of develop this theory that many ancient accounts of gods were actually, in fact, not gods, but alien astronauts, basically. But because they were so otherworldly, they were interpreted as gods or angels or other beings, which is kind of the basis of ancient alien theory, was that the ancient humans populations didn't know what they were seeing, so they thought they were gods. So yeah, because he didn't believe God needed a chariot, so it couldn't have been God. And he remains a very devout Catholic to this day. I say to this day, he didn't pass away, right? It says, so the premise of Stargate. Yeah, Stargate is ancient alien theory. If you know the premise of Stargate, you know a lot of the basis of ancient alien theory. Yes, he's still alive. I said that and then I was like, ugh. Cordish says, sounds like Stargate a bit. Yeah, Stargate was based on Chariots of the Gods. The book is really super interesting. Especially for the time that it was published. I think it was published in the 70s. Charles says he's 89 apparently. I mean, I was seeing recordings of him from 2018 and he seemed pretty spry, so. Yeah, Gwen, I'm sure there is. Like, there are so many references to Daniken and his works. And just the entire thing. I think, so I don't subscribe to ancient alien theory, but I do believe that ancient alien theory is one of my special interests. I just find it really super interesting. Why is Thor's chariot the only one that comes up in your search? I don't know. Thor's chariot, because that was about the Asgardians, which were the stereotypical gray aliens. In Stargate, where Cordisha says, I'm surprised the church supported him, but the 70s were a different time. Like, I don't know if the church as a whole would have supported him, but the Jesuit priests that he was studying under were basically like, yes, ask questions about your faith. You know, explore your faith and really dive into biblical literature. Moon loves to hear me talk about ancient aliens. Also, Bella's here. Oh, and Jiji's here. Hi, handsome boy. Children of the Gods is the first 2 episodes. Let's see, can you see a Jiji? Oh, he already walked away. Okay. No Jiji. Alright, guys. So, the ad break is about to start. So once again, I am going to flip us over to break, but this time it is an ad break. So if you're watching on YouTube, enjoy the vibes. If you're watching on Twitch, enjoy this random assortment of ads. everyone, I'm back. I have water. I got water, so I hope you guys hydrated and unshrimped. Thank you for the hydrate too. All right. Oh, you guys were busy in chat. Let me catch up. More Stargate talk. More Stargate talk. Gwen is reaching for the stars. Oh, do the thing. Give Jiji treats. Okay. You know, there was a reason that I didn't put cat summons on there, but Jiji is here and he needs treats and he is a cute boy, so we're gonna give Jiji some treats. Hang on, Jiji. Daddy needs to make the screen a little bit smaller so that people can see you in your full handsome glory. This is Jiji. He has some treats. Yeah, this is my Bob jar of treats. I put some treats under this lid in case another cat comes up. Binx! Come over here. Alright, here's Binx. See if I can siphon portion off some other treats. Bob treats. Cat treat Bob. Yes, Bob is cat proof. The bags of treats are not cat proof. Hey, Lady K, welcome in. Yeah, we're just having a little cat treat break here. I mean, Toot specifically asked me to give Jiji treats, but I couldn't not give Binx treats. Okay, bye Binx. More treats for Jiji. Do you see how I poured the treats out instead of taking the treats out with my hands so I wouldn't get my hands all covered in cat treat dust? Say goodbye to Bob. And welcome back, Deontay. Bob the Skull Jar is very good. I have larger Bobs. One is Cookie Bob and one is Candy Bob. All skulls in our house are named Bob. Moon loves the Bobs. Gwen, what's up? Gwen has to share. You've been playing Wordle lately and your starter word is Earlie. I'm playing with Gigi's pouch and he doesn't like it. Is that from my early girly? Cordish just says very mindful. Yes, see how I pour the treats out in front of me? Very mindful, very demure. So I got up on, I know, Jiji. They think he's like some sort of fancy French lady. The captions do. So I got up and I got my water and then I pulled out Tessellated because I wanted to show you what I've done so far on Tessellated. So I am modifying it to be worked flat. So I started on a sleeve because then you can just start and get like this far and then measure your gauge, and if your gauge is off then you haven't done the whole lot, but you also don't have to swatch. Hacks. So this is what I've done so far on Tessellated. Oh, that isn't really showing the color off. Like this is a really nice dusty pink and then you've got like an alligator green. So the gray and the alligator green are going to be consistent throughout the entire sweater, but this pink is going to fade into like a sage green, which is going to go into a forest green, which is going to go into like a brown. So yeah, that's going to look so pretty. So yeah, it's mosaic knitting. It's not color work. It's quite easy actually. And I did have to do a little bit of finessing to get it to work. Worked flat, but not really that much. Carl says Le chat Jiji. His silly mate does speak French too. That's probably where he gets it. Gwen says Earlie is a good starter word for a sweet baby angel. Aww. Yeah, my sweet baby angel. Thank you, Pecan Pie. Pecan Pie says looking pretty. Carl says looking nice. And yes, Gwen, it looks very cool. And like, I can't stop touching it because I love the fabric. So this is fingering weight yarn, which is very thin. It's the stuff you use for socks. So like each of these strands is, if I can spread them out on my finger a little bit, they're thin. They're very thin. And I'd kind of shied away from making myself a fingering weight sweater because thin yarn takes longer to knit up into the same amount of fabric as thicker yarn, if that makes sense. So I knew this was going to be like a slow project. But referencing our conversation earlier, I'm worth it. I am worth it. Sarah came back to YouTube because you're having trouble chatting on your phone and Twitch. Oh, I'm so sorry. Twitch has been buggy lately. I don't know if I don't know what's going on, but a lot of people have been having trouble with Twitch, like buffering in the chat and everything. Yeah, Toot said welcome back. Twitch can be a bit twitchy. You're trying to say that you really miss having cats. Cats are wonderful. I love them. Jiji's still here. He's right off screen over there. I cleared off my desk to clean it. Like, you guys might notice that usually I have like a giant mouse pad here with like flowers and stuff on it. Not here, it's in the wash. So there's like nothing on my desk except my keyboard and my mouse. And the cats are highly confused. I was talking about this. What was I saying? Fingering weight. The fabric that I'm getting, it's very light, but also very warm. I'm so excited to wear this. I'm so excited to wear this. So yeah. And all of this yarn was given to me by a friend. So this is Ice Yarns Fingering in an alpaca acrylic blend. And then the pink is Drops Nord, which is an alpaca wool nylon blend. And then this is Mila Mila sock yarn in alligator, which is again a wool nylon blend. Because they're meant to be sock yarns. So yeah, this is my tessellated. It's looking so pretty. I love it. I've got my little Soda-Roni Five Nights at Freddy's progress keeper there. I'm actually going to put a progress keeper on Usagi just so I can track my progress on her, because this is one that I would like to get some decent progress on. I finished one sleeve, but I would like to finish more than one sleeve. I'd like to finish the whole thing. A present for someone else. Okay. Camera. I moved my camera for cat reasons. Oh, Sarah, I don't know if it's your phone or just Twitch. It's, yeah. You're living vicariously through us giving them treats. Oh, I'm glad. Are you guys being good? You're being good? No. Binx is now also sitting just off screen looking at me. That thing that Earlie was doing earlier where she was like climbing over here and laying down here across my chest. She hasn't done that lately. So I'm really sad that I had to move her because I was talking so much. But that used to be like her spot. She would always curl up on me, and I got really used to like typing, knitting, doing everything with Earlie curled up on my chest. It's just tonight, because I was doing so much talking, which was already a strain on my lungs. Having a literal, like, weight on my chest was not helping. So hopefully I will get some early cuddles tomorrow. Thank you for the hydrate, Toot. Hang on, I have to check on Pao, because... Oh, no, she's still over there. I do want to show you guys one thing, though. Like... This hide was a good 4 or 5 inches against that back wall, and the entrance was facing directly out. She just really does not want anything to do with that hide being in where it is. No wheel tonight, Orchid. I was doing a bit of an hour-long presentation earlier with a bunch of community updates. So I wasn't doing the wheel tonight, so we did the updates, and then we've just been knitting a bit. When I did the exact same thing, I asked Toot, I'm like, can you take a look at that spreadsheet? And they were like, spreadsheet? I'm like, no, PowerPoint. Yes, there was a PowerPoint presentation. I will give you the slides, because the Patreon information is going to be on the final. But I don't know if words are hard or if it's just been a while since we've done PowerPoints. I use Google Sheets to put that PowerPoint together, and I'm sure there's like, I could have downloaded more transitions or something. I made it as silly as I could. Oh, Pecan Pie, you caught it. It was a good presentation. I love a well-made PowerPoint. You are... Well, thank you so much for that. Yeah, I had fun putting that together. It's kind of funny, though. So Heather and I have been working on Stitch Community together. And, but I wasn't sure how much she was comfortable with me sharing. And I haven't been able to like nail her down because she's been so busy with Stitchwit. If you aren't aware, stitchwit.ca has ceased retail operations. She's no longer selling supplies. It's just her patterns and kits and things like that. So she's been so busy wrapping that up that I haven't had a chance to talk to her until this morning. And I was like, okay, before you go, I need the answer. How much can I tell my community? Because I have been dying to tell you guys. Orchid is working on a PowerPoint right now. But yeah, as Toot said, you're in college. Dory Sister says, I'm tired, but you can't go to sleep. Your partner's reorganizing the storage in the bedroom. Now you have to stay. Okay, you have to use a specific template. You can't do like fun dissolve transitions and have the graphics like fly in and spin. Yes, Orchid, you can catch the VOD. VOD is going to be up on Twitch and YouTube after the stream. I'm also going to just edit down the first hour of the stream into a video, as well as posting both the slideshow and the links and everything in the Discord server and in the description of the YouTube VOD. Yep. So I have some administrative work to do after the stream. I should have done it earlier. I didn't. I will do it after the stream. Baby Though Cat has brand guidelines. Charles remembers those. So boring. Yeah, they're really boring if you have to adhere to them and you're not the one making them. But yes, for next stream, there will be a Stitch Community command and a Patreon command. The Patreon is launching Friday, and I will remind you guys of that on Friday several times. And thank you again for all of your wonderful support. Hi, Jiji. Are you back to be a handsome man? No? Okay, just passing through. Thank you, baby. The cats are so confused about why there's so much empty space on my desk. She says we only have to check that AI images make sense and do not contain a stethoscope with too many ends. Lady K, the worry you have had a theft and just general hatred of change? I'm sorry, I don't follow. I've forgotten what I said like a minute ago. Oh, for why the cats keep walking on the desk. Thank you. Yeah, they're very confused. They don't know why it's empty. They don't know where all of the familiar stuff has gone. I'm not gonna lie though, I kind of like having this much desk space. I might have to rethink what goes back on my desk. Because like I have the marionette has to definitely come back on my desk, and Cookie Bob and Candy Bob. And probably my little collection of pumpkin spice stuffies. Because you always need desk buddies. Binksy girl. As soon as I try and get any of them on camera, they're gone. They're out of here. Sorry about that camera movement. If it was too fast for you guys. I will try to be more mindful of that in the future. Gwen needs brain power and has none. I know that feel. I know that feel. Dude says Binx is like, no, absolutely not. You gotta pay. Binx is in on the only hydrate train. $700 to perceive the Binx. Thank you, thank you. I'm wondering if I can get her on screen if I move the camera all the way over, but then you'd also see the salami sandwich that I was supposed to eat for dinner and forgot. Paolo redeeming in Aliens. Okay, another Aliens fact. Let's see. Like, my mind is suddenly blanking out all of... Okay, so did you know that there's a theory that the Great Pyramids of Giza were not intended as burial chambers for kings because no burials have been found within the pyramids or beneath them, but instead they were large hydrogen reactors because through a series of channels and tunnels, one filling with water, one filling with different gases, they would mix in the Queen's chamber, and then the resulting hydrogen power would be directed out of the Queen's chamber along a shaft that is currently being called a ventilation shaft. And this power could be focused and sent up to a satellite, which would then distribute the hydrogen powered energy to other receiving stations around the world. So there you go. The Great Pyramids of Giza are a hydrogen reactor. I'm sure no one minds Toot. I certainly don't. Gwen realized today that some coloring pages you got to play around with at work were from a website that said coloring pages only. Oh no. Well, I hope you guys will tune in to the next stream and redeem more points for more alien knowledge. I'm probably gonna have to write myself a prompt list so I don't blank. Lady K says, I mean, Egypt was really good with early science, but that feels like a stretch. Yeah, I've got my own theories about that. My own thoughts and opinions. But yeah, tune in to the next stream, which is going to be Friday evening, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. We're going to wrap up here in a few minutes. And I hope that if you are able, you will join me in the Discord server Wednesday morning from 9 to 12, from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern for our Stitchy session while we watch Toot serve spooky pizza. No, spooky coffee is the latest one, I think. Now I'm doubting myself. Anyways, Toot is going to be streaming Wednesday morning 10 to 12, Friday morning 10 to 12, and then Sunday morning 10 to 12. So you can definitely check them out. Let me just do a quick shout out here. I hope that worked because my command to do it. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So yeah, if you don't already follow Toot on Twitch or YouTube, you should definitely check them out. And yeah, enjoy the streams with me. In terms of other activities in the community, November 1st, we're kicking off the Patreon. November 1st, there's going to be another free pattern. Oh my god, I didn't even talk about Tiny Witch at all tonight. I meant to talk about Tiny Witch as well. I should have put it in the PowerPoint. Tiny Witch is over. I'm so sad. The last clue went out last Thursday. I don't even know what day it was. Your guys' stuff is amazing. I'm going to be reaching out to people as they finish their pieces and maybe do like a little showcase or something of the finished witches, because if you have been following along with the Sal, even if you aren't stitching it yourself, you know that the final clue came with a very customizable tiny witch and tiny witch familiar. Several people have added rubber ducks and frogs to their scenes as well. So yeah, there's a lot of fun things you can do with the final clue. And if you are stitching it, I would love to see what you're doing with it. You can share it in Discord, on Instagram. You can email me, you know, print it off on a piece of paper and paper airplane it through my window. Please don't do that. Do the other ones. So yeah. Gwen says I'm excited to resume work on my tiny witch. That's awesome. I'm so happy. Like, the Sal honestly was so good. I had so much fun with it, and you guys had so much fun with it, and it was really just, it was incredible. So I'm just gonna put on my ending screen here. Cheryl needs to frog, but not the frog. All right, I'm gonna be putting up some links in the channel server place where I am putting links in the chat. So that is our Discord server. If you're not already a member, please come join us. If you would like to purchase the squirrel sampler, which just came out on Sunday, or any other of my patterns, you can do so Etsy, Coffee, and through the Stitchwit Marketplace. So the Stitchwit Marketplace is going to remain open until December 1st, and then I'm going to migrate over to Stitchmunity. So yeah, when that happens, I'll give you all the updated links and all of that stuff. All of that good stuff. Blech. Any other way you can support us, you can check out all of our links in the link tree, which again is going to get an update at the end of the week because there's going to be a whole bunch of new stuff there. So yeah. Oh, the Discord link isn't working? Okay, I'll look into that. Don't know why it's not working. All right, Lady K, I'll make sure I can get you a Discord link there. That will work. Are you in Moon's server as well? I'm just poaching from Moon's server now. Oh, Linktree was fine? Okay, good. Good. Oh, thank you, Toot. Toot's got me. Toot's always got me. This is why I made a spreadsheet. This is why I made a PowerPoint, because I will forget what I'm saying. I think I've covered everything that I wanted to say in my outro. Other than thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. I really appreciate you guys not only joining me, but sticking around through an hour-long presentation about myself. Toot's little guy is doing something. Yeah, okay. Chaotic. But thank you guys for joining me. Thank you so much for sticking around, and as always, thank you so much for being part of this community. I have said it so many times, but the Discord and these streams are my favorite place on the internet to hang out. Like, legit. So yeah, thank you so much. So at this point, I would like everyone who is watching on Twitch to say goodbye to everybody who's watching on YouTube. Everybody who's watching on YouTube to say goodbye to everybody watching on Twitch. So we're saying goodbye to YouTube. My friends on YouTube, I will see you in the comments section. I will see you in the coffee shop. I will hopefully see you in the Patreon. I will see you in the Discord, but most importantly, my friends, I will see you in my heart. All right. Bye, guys. Bye-bye.